Hi, I'm Ray, and today I'm going to demonstrate on how to paint foliage of an elm tree. That's the American elm tree. There's several varieties or species of elm. You have the Dutch, you have the Japanese, but today I'm going to concentrate on the American elm tree, a tree that is very common around the neighborhoods around the United States. The difference today is that I'm not going to use any brushes. I'm going to use a sponge. No, not a big sponge like this, but a small sponges. Along with that, I'm going to use sap green, light hooker green, and dark hooker green. So let's get started. First of all, make sure you have enough paint mix before you start. This takes a lot of paint. Get your sponge. Make sure it's a little bit wet. I'm going to start with the sap green. On an elm, most of your foliage is on the top. You'll find some in the bottom, but most of it, you'll see, it's going to be way up top. Another thing is, remember, move your sponge around. If you don't, you're going to get like a cookie pattern, and you don't want that. Leave some areas open, so where the sky is coming through, because on an elm you don't have that density that you have on other trees. So your first stage is to get a little bit of your sap green, which is lighter, and remember, keep moving your sponge around so you won't have that pattern. Normally, I would wait and let some of this area dry, but I don't want to have long drawn videos where people lose interest. I'm just trying to show you what colors I use, the method, the materials on creating some of my work. Once you have the sap, go back and get a little bit of your hooker light. Always remember to leave a little bit space in between for two reasons: where your light's showing, and it's where your sky is showing too. Put a couple down here. Once in a while they do come this close. Remember, an elm has long arms or branches. They go all the way up to the sky. Now, if it was in the fall, you might want to try some of the fall colors. But since it's just the summertime, let's work with this. Now, when you get your dark hooker, concentrate more on the bottom and in between where the branches are at. Remember, just keep moving your sponge in different ways. Because believe me, if you don't, you're going to get the same pattern over and over and over. Now, a painting like this would take me 3, 4, 5 hours to complete. But again, it takes practice. Right now I'm just showing you my method, the materials, so you can get started. There. Now, I did use a brush prior to this, but to draw the trunk and the branches, I used brown, Van Dyke brown. And if you want to put some shadows where the sun's coming from, you can go ahead and use the brush to get some highlights. When you're drawing this, the branches up here are going to be darker, because a lot of times the sun's not going to be hitting them, even though they're up high. They are going to be darker. And from time to time you're going to see a couple of branches just all by themselves, and that's doing nothing. Again, I wanted to show you how I paint an elm. The colors that I use, which was sap green, light hooker green, dark hooker green, and Van Dyke brown. Now, let me show you a little trick. This you might have to use the brush later on. Get a little bit of blue, ultramarine blue if you want to. And if you go very lightly here, look how beautiful it looks underneath. It's darker. Get a real nice effect. Don't worry about it. You can always get your sponge and go over it. And there. You have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let your friends know. This is Ray. Practice, keep on painting. Till next time.